Hello class, it's me, Chair RM. In today's video, we'll talk about the angles and sides of a parallelogram. But first, let us define parallelogram. So how can we identify if the quadrilateral is a parallelogram? If the figure has two pairs of sides that are parallel. So as we know, that the quadrilaterals are defined based on the number of sides. So what we have here is a parallelogram ABCD. And this is the symbol to represent parallel sides, the arrowhead. So we can say that we have line segment AB. Let us write AB here. Then do not forget to write the line segment is parallel to line segment CD. Then another, we have two arrowhead here. So we have line segment AD is parallel to line segment BC. So we have this and then BC. You use two capital letters to indicate the sides and do not forget to write the segments. Okay. So all throughout this video, we will talk about the properties of a parallelogram. And let us start our discussion. For the first property, we have in a parallelogram, opposite sides are congruent. So this is the keyword, congruent. Now for us to solve these two figures, we need to use the properties of parallelogram that focuses on the sides. So without further ado, let's start our discussion. In both figure, we will find the unknown length of the sides of parallelogram. So in the first figure, we are asked to find the length of sides OP and side EP. But do not forget that line segment EH is congruent to line segment PO, and line segment OH is congruent to line segment PE. And as I have mentioned earlier, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are congruent. It simply means that they are equal in measurement. For example, we have this line segment HE, or side HE is 8 cm, which is opposite to sides OP. So it means they are congruent, so they have the same measure. So if HE is 8 cm, line segment OP is also 8 cm. Then HO is 12 cm. This is opposite to side EP. So we have side EP is 12 cm also. Okay. Then let us proceed to figure number 2, or parallelogram kind. So we have, in the given figure, we asked to find the length of the sides of KD and IN. Since KD is congruent to line segment IN, or line segment KD is congruent to line segment IN, it means that their measurements are also equal. So we conclude that KD is equal to IN. Then let us substitute 3x minus 12 and 2x plus 12 plus 5 in the equation. So we have 3x minus 12 equals to x plus 5. We will transpose positive 2x to the left and then transpose negative 12 to the right. So the new equation is 3x minus 2x equals 5 plus 12. Then combine like terms, the value of x is equal to 17. And then of course, using 17, let us solve the unknown KD, or side KD and side IN. So let us write KD is equal to 3x minus 12. Then substitute the value of x here. So we have KD is equal to 3 times 17 minus 12. Multiply 3 times 17, so we have 51. Then subtract 51 minus 12. So KD is equal to 39 units. We will write units instead. As you can see, there is no centimeter written here. So instead of centimeter, we will write units. And then of course, we have sides KD or side KD is equal to 39 units. So KD is congruent to IN. So it means no need to solve, just simply IN or side IN is equal also to 39 units because of the property in a parallelogram, opposite sides are congruent. Do you understand? Now let us test yourself or your knowledge about opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. You will solve the unknown x and line segment AB and line segment CD. Write your answer on the comment section below. Good luck, guys! Now let us proceed to the next property, that in a parallelogram, opposite angles are congruent. So we find the unknown angles of the following parallelogram. We have the first figure, parallelogram mind, and the second figure is parallelogram play. So for us to solve this kind of problem, we need to use the properties of parallelogram regarding opposite angles. So without further ado, let us do this example. Angle M is congruent to angle N. Okay, so we have here, this is opposite angles. So it means angle M is congruent to angle N. Another, angle I is congruent to angle D. Without a solution, you can easily solve or find the missing angle. Angle D is 115 degrees because as you can see, opposite angle I, so the measure of angle I is 115. Angle D is also 115 degrees. Angle M is 65 degrees, so we can say that angle N is also 65 degrees. Next, on the second figure, we have parallelogram play. Again, using opposite angles are congruent. Angle P is congruent to angle A. If they are congruent, it means their measurements are equal. So we have the measure of angle P is equal to the measure of angle A. Let us substitute 6x minus 18 and 4x plus 10. So we have 6x minus 18 equals 4x plus 10 to be able to solve the value of x. Then of course, after finding the value of x, we will solve the value of the measure of angle P. So we have to transpose positive 4x to the left side of the equation, so it becomes negative, while negative 18 transpose it to the right side of the equation, so it becomes positive 18. So the new equation is 6 minus 4x equals 10 plus 18. And then of course, combine like terms. 6x minus 4 is 2x, while 10 plus 18 is 28. So we have 2x equals 28. So after this, you will divide the both sides of the equation by 2 to eliminate the coefficient 2. So cancel. So the remaining is x equals 14 because 28 divided by 2 is 14. Now the value of our x is 14. Then let us use 6x minus 18. Then substitute the value of x here, which is 14, to be able to get the measure of angle P. So the measure of angle P is equal to 6 times 14 minus 18. So 6 times 14, we have 84. And then 84 minus 18, so we have the measure of angle P is equal to 66 degrees. Do not forget to write the symbol for degrees. We have small o on the upper right side. Okay, next we have in a parallelogram, consecutive angles are supplementary. So this is the next properties of a parallelogram. We have supplementary. When we have supplementary, it means we have 180 degrees. We have two angles, or the sum of two angles measures 180 degrees, and that is what we call the supplementary angles. Let us have an example. We have find the unknown angles of the following parallelogram. So using consecutive angles are supplementary. Consecutive, as you can see in our example, consecutive means magkasunod. Okay, so we have here given angle N, which is 72 degrees. And let us find the measure of angle E and measure of angle A. So as you can see, when we say supplementary, the two angles measures 180 degrees. So angle E and angle N, this one, is equal to 180 degrees because that is what we call consecutive angles, as well as angle N and angle A. So let us start to solve angle E. Then substitute the measure of angle N, which is 72 degrees here. We will change angle N into 72 degrees. So we have the measure of angle E plus 72 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then after that, we will transpose positive 72 on the right side of the equation, so it becomes negative. So 180 minus 72, and that is the measurement of angle E, which is 108 degrees. Let us write the answer on the blank provided. So we have 108 degrees. Then of course, the measure of angle A is also 108 degrees because angle N, angle A are consecutive angles. So the sum of the two angles is equal also to 180 degrees. Then let us proceed to the next parallelogram. We have parallelogram tags. So the given are angle T and angle S. Angle T is we have 3y degrees, and then angle S is quantity for y minus 65 degrees. Then let us find angle T and the measure of angle S. Again, the sum of the two angles is 180 degrees. So we write angle T plus the measure of angle S is equal to 180 degrees. Then we will substitute 3y and 4y minus 65. And then combine like terms. We will combine 3y plus 4y. Then we will transpose 65 to the right side of the equation. So the new equation, we have 7y minus 65 equals 180, and 7y equals 180 plus 65 because 3y plus 4y is 7y. Okay, then after that, 180 plus 65, so we have 245. Then divide the both sides of the equation by the coefficient of y, which is 7. So you will cancel this one. Then we have the value of y is equal to 35. Okay. This is now the value of y, 35. Then of course, to be able to get the value of or the measure of angle T, substitute the value of y here. So we have 3 times 35. So the measure of angle T is equal to 105. Let us write to the blank provided. Then, to solve for the measure of angle S, kahit hindi mo na gamitin yung 4y minus 65. So, let us use 180 instead. Because they are supplementary, and then the sum of the two angles is 180 degrees, we can write 180 minus 105. So, the measure now of angle S is 75 degrees. So, angle S is 75 degrees, and that is the properties for consecutive angles are supplementary. Now, let us test your knowledge about consecutive angles of a parallelogram. So, in a parallelogram ABCD, find the value of X, angle A, and angle B. Then, write your answers on the comment section below. Good luck, guys! I hope that you learned something from this video on how to find the angles using the properties of parallelogram. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, it's me, RM. Thank you, keep safe, and God bless.